What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and no one? Welcome. It's let's see, it is November 23rd. November 23rd, right? Yes. Is it 23rd? Yes, November 23rd, Saturday. And I haven't posted anything, broadcasted anything. Just wanted to get on the record here. It's been a while. I think it's been about a week. I'm going to try to do this more frequently. I just got bogged down with some things. But just want to make sure everything is running. Okay. I'm just going to drop a prediction today. There's a fight today, Wilder and Ortiz, numero dos. Fight number 2. Prediction today for fight number 2. Let me just think about it for a while. Actually, don't really prepare for this. I like it to be a little more candid. Well, a lot is riding on this fight. Nothing is riding on the fight for Ortiz. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. I think Ortiz is from Cuba, and anybody, usually the people that are from Cuba are people who have fled and left the country because they no longer wanted to be there. So he's already had a number of paydays. In particular, the last fight with Wilder was a payday for him. So I'm sure he's a millionaire, and I'm sure he's got I'm not sure, but it's likely that he has a significant amount of money set up for retirement, as this will not be Ortiz's last fight, unless, as Wilder says, unless he picks up a body for this fight. But he wants a body on his resume or something like that, which he got in trouble for, which I think is funny. If he had said that 10 years ago, there would have been no problem. But people are always outraged by everything nowadays. But anyway, this is a great payday for Ortiz. And like I said, essentially nothing is on the line for him because he's already been given essentially a platform, a opportunity to make millions of dollars. And I think he's a person that people avoided because he's a really good boxer, has some great boxing skills, and coming up in the Cuban program, apparently those particular programs are even in the MMA, and I think wrestling too. They have an orthodox way of unorthodox way of training people, such as rationing food and stuff like that, and having multiple people fight a person at one time. But anyway, he actually has pretty good skill, and apparently many people have dodged them over the years. So nothing against Ortiz. I think that he's a good boxer. Apparently he's great. People have a lot of positive things to say about him. But he's the most insignificant of the two, and really not significant in the boxing world in terms of star power or drawing a crowd or anybody having any interest on the outcome of his fights. So at least that are not of Cuban descent that I have heard. Now that's probably inaccurate, as I haven't done a lot of interviewing with people about Ortiz, but it's my opinion that this is a great payday for him. The last fight was a great payday for him, and so I think that my prediction is this. I think that Wilder will get a knockout in the sixth round, and I think it will come from, obviously, a Ortiz. What? Somebody said, oh, that's in a completely different language. So I think Wilder will knock Ortiz out in the sixth round. and um, probably from a hook. I think that he caught him with an uppercut in one of the previous fights that was pretty significant. But I think it will be a hook, and I think Ortiz will actually survive the first time he goes down, and then he will then the subsequent uh, uh, punch after he returns from the count will knock him out. Be out in the sixth, and there will be some uh, yelling about fury at the end of the fight. So that's my prediction. Ortiz will get knocked out in the sixth round by Deontay Wilder. What do you guys have to say? Ortiz will KO him in the sixth round. Ortiz will. Who is that? Edgar's Daily Journey. Well, look at that. There's in the chat window here we got two Ortiz fans. I had 100%. All right. Wow. Well, it's funny. Some people had predicted that Ortiz would win before. I mean, he did rock him a couple times, so we'll see. But that's my prediction. I don't wish any ill will for any of these guys. I think that Ortiz is a great fighter, and I just think that Wilder wants it so bad. He wants to be one of the greatest fighters in history, and he is really committed to his vision and his dream, and sometimes that's hard to beat. So I'm actually going to sign out because I'm on my way to watch the fight. Going to probably have a few beers and some shrimp and hot wings. I don't know what you guys. Wilder gets frustrated and walks into something that pulls him out. Well, I think Wilder actually, Edgar. I think that Wilder still has some work to do, but if you watch the progress, if you watch the progress from his last, let's say, 4 fights, he has improved significantly. So I'm hoping that the money and the fame hasn't prevented him from learning new skills, learning better defense, actually having a better strategy. I do feel like his strategy is essentially just to knock people out, and he has incredible knockout power, which can be likened to, well, I shouldn't liken it to anybody, but it's definitely something that is unusual and that you don't normally see with someone. So uh, maybe he gets frustrated. I don't think so. I just think that he has a will to win, and I think that he wants to stick to his vision. He seems like he's on a mission, and sometimes that, like I said, a lot of times that's hard to beat. So we will we can talk about this when I come back. I'd love for you guys who are I love the guys that are in the chat window right now. I actually next time I watch a fight, I'm gonna do it live in the background, and I'll just sort of commentate, but with some other people. But Edgar, we'll see what happens. Bye, guys. See you later. Wilder in the sixth.